All right, welcome in. It's the ATB show at the buzzer. I am Adam in Connecticut. He is Rubber Shoes in the LA studio. What's up, Rubber Shoes?
Not much. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. We're all brought to you by AAA Work Trucks. Rubber Shoes, it's yours, buddy.
Yes. Brought to you by AAA Work Trucks, your one-stop shop for all your work truck needs. If it goes in or on a vehicle, it's a good bet. AAA can take care of it for you. Give them a call at 866-783-6222 or check them out online at aaaworktrucks.com.
Fantastic. Unbelievable.
Oh,
Spectacular.
it's like I
Good job.
do it every week, but I don't now.
I like to still do it. I mean, shout out Joel and Leslie, and they've been good to us. So we like to keep doing it every once in a while. Big show tonight. Big show tonight. So first of all, we were supposed to have the show last night. It's like we were gonna start at, I forget what time we were gonna start at, 5:30, whatever it was.
Yeah.
And I get a call 15 minutes before from my wife, and she's like, my battery died. And she was calling from a phone that was not her cell phone. And so I thought she meant her cell phone battery died. I'm like, oh, all
Yeah.
right. Yeah. So then she goes, no, my car battery died. Can you come help me jump it? So I had to text Rubber Shoes last night. Dude, can we move it to Thursday? Thank you for being amenable. It's appreciated. And so here we are tonight on the craziest August scheduling day of the year when the Red Sox play the Yankees and the Patriots are playing the Giants in preseason. I am going to let you have at it and rant about the
So,
schedule for as long as you want.
speaking of, we were supposed to do it last night. So last night when you texted me, I was in all Baltimore Oriole attire because I was so
Oh
pissed
man.
about the two games before. And now I'm looking forward to, we got to move forward to the Yankee series. So
Yep.
I'm like, all right, I'm back on. But
All
I,
right.
I was ready to rant last night.
I'm sorry I robbed you of that
Oh,
opportunity.
it's better. I'd rather I like this me better.
Yes, yeah, yeah. Well, the schedule is insane, and Rubber Shoes, as everyone knows, typically bitches about the Bruins and the Celtics being scheduled on the same night. Because why couldn't you schedule them on separate nights so fans could watch them both
Yeah.
games? And
Yep.
this is a very rare thing that happens in August when you get a Patriots game on a Thursday night, which is very rare, and then you get the Red Sox playing the Yankees tonight, which is not that rare in August, but definitely the scheduling part of it is weird. So I, what will you be watching tonight? Will you be watching Red Sox?
Um,
I mean, will you have two screens
so
going? What will you be doing?
well, depends, as long as everything's on their regular stations and not, you don't have to find it on you know, Apple TV or Roku TV or,
Right, right,
everything's
right.
gets on and all. So I will definitely have, well, I might see basically with the Patriots, if Drake Mace, the starters are in, I'll watch
Yeah,
until they're out, and
till
then
they're
I
done.
really don't care about, the second and third and, the 53rd man trying to make the team. So
Right.
then it'll be 100% Red Sox. Maybe I'll have it on the iPad, put the Patriots on the iPad. I'll probably start off. I don't even know what time to. I'm assuming it's 7 or 7:30 the Patriots, so it's probably starting the same time that the Red Sox are, right?
I have bad news for you. The Patriots are on Amazon Prime tonight. Now I don't know
Oh,
if they are on
so
locally too, but they are on Amazon Prime. So it probably is an 8 o'clock game. Would be my
the
guess.
Red Sox is 7:15.
Okay.
Let's see, Patriots.
I'm not a big Amazon Prime fan. I mean, it's fine for ordering stuff online, but I don't think they do a good job with
Yes,
sports.
no, they're no,
It's just
because they
awful.
don't they don't have it's 8 o'clock. Well, it says TV and streaming, so maybe it's on
Oh,
the
maybe it's on
local
locally.
station too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
I mean, I'm not like you, Rubber Shoes. I am actually on Wi-Fi. You're still on dial-up. I know that. So, um, you have a hard time getting Amazon
it's
Prime.
still no Amazon. So I figured out the biggest problem is my Xfinity box. I can go to the apps through Xfinity instead, and like I used to have my Apple TV hooked up to my regular TV, but then I got rid of the a lot of the my other Xfinity boxes, so I just have the one main one in the living room, and now I'm using the Apple TV and using the Xfinity app on my other TVs.
Oh,
So I'm getting
wow.
there, but
Yeah.
so instead of taking it up, uh, bringing the Apple TV little box
Yeah. Yeah.
into
Yeah.
the living room, I just do it through the Xfinity box. But it's not a good. The only thing that works decent is Peacock because they're owned by the same company. But all the other apps that I go through there, the Amazon, the ESPN Plus, Apple TV, they all seem to have some bugs that they
On
don't work
Xfinity,
perfectly.
really?
Yeah, through the
Oh,
through the
wow.
box through their box, it doesn't work great. Usually, I get frustrated and I end up, you know, hooking up the Apple TV because it works so much better.
The Apple TV or like I use Roku. I mean, these things are only like $100 now. I mean, the Roku is like $20 and it
Yeah,
works seamlessly. I never have a problem with any of my apps.
yeah. I've never. Well, I've had problem with the Wi-Fi,
Yeah.
and but if the Wi-Fi is doing well, which I have the boosters set up, they said when the boosters are in and working well, then I don't have any problems usually with the Apple
You
box.
didn't
But
you didn't go the route Timmy told you? I forget what he recommended. I have
yeah, I
a
said to do the
mesh
mesh.
network network.
So basically I looked at what I have. I have the Xfinity things, the expanders or whatever the hell they're called. But they're basically they do the same thing, I
Okay.
believe.
All
Uh,
right.
but it's just so I had two of them and everything was working great. One of them, we when I was having a lot of problems when we were talking about it on the show,
Yeah, yeah.
I realized I went to look for it and one of them's missing. So I don't know what happened. We
The
unplugged
cat took it?
one, we unplugged it and can't find it. So I found one, set it back up in a better spot. So now it's working a little better in the living room. But I wish I had could find the second one and it would be better out there. But
Between your haphazard mesh network and my lack of a microphone, Timmy's it'd be a surprise if he comes back to the
yeah,
show, to be
yeah.
honest with you. All right, let's get into it. We're going to talk about, let's start with the Red Sox because I think that's the most pressing because, the Patriots are in preseason, which is still interesting to talk about. But Red Sox, you alluded to it, 3-7 in their last 10.
Lost three in a row.
Lost three in a row. Huge, huge series against the Yankees tonight, or starts tonight.
It's
Um,
it's big. It's not like if they
they
could
get
just
swept. It's going to be
but yeah,
painful.
if they get swept, then they could find themselves out of the wild card spot. But right now I think they're 3 games ahead of the next team.
Yeah.
So if they win one game, they'll at least stay in the same spot that they're
Okay.
in right now. So um it'd be nice to at least split it. Then we kind of it's like nothing happened. You stay exactly the same.
Yeah.
They have our ace Crochet is pitching Friday night. Their ace Freed is pitching Saturday. So that if you're looking at it, then you think they're probably going to win Saturday. We probably going to win Friday.
Right.
The 2 games are up for grabs. If they can take if they take 3 out of 4, that's great. If they
Oh yeah.
split, if they split, that's okay. Especially on the road where the Red Sox road record is not that good.
No.
They're so they were
But you were
people were
saying last week that they've kind of had the Yankees number though this year, a
well
little
this
bit.
year they have yeah
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
right before Devers got traded we swept them.
Right.
Which they were talking about that on the radio stations that Devers all his you know the baggage against him, but he was a Yankee killer. I mean, he was really good in that series. So hopefully we don't miss his bat. They made they put Wilyer Abreu on the IL today, and brought up. I don't know if you've heard of the any of the guys down in Worcester. There's one
No.
guy they call him the password
Okay.
because his first I I I don't know. I haven't heard anyone say his name, so I don't know how to say it, but I'll spell it for you.
All right. Let's see if I can
His last
pronounce it.
name's Garcia. His first name is Jhostynxon.
You got to be kidding me. This is this
That's
person's
why
first name.
they call him the password.
I wonder if he likes that. Does he like being called the password?
I don't know, but that's
Oh
because
my
it's easier to
god.
say than so it's like and it's so it's
It's
probably
hysterical.
his last name's Garcia, so it's probably got some Spanish.
Yeah, yeah, pronunciation. Yeah.
Yeah, so but yeah, so he got called up. He plays outfield and he was playing first base in Worcester. He's been on fire in Worcester, but he'll probably uh come up and actually if they're sending the Willia Abreu down, they may use him. I think he's a lefty just like Abreu was, so maybe they kind of use him in a platoon situation. Because I hate bringing up young guys to sit on the bench.
Yeah, it makes
You
no
know,
sense.
especially if they're on fire in Worcester. It's like if you're not going to use them, then you just
Just keep him in
keep them
Worcester.
down
Right.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
he got
is he
called up. Maybe that because that's so they must have known something about Abreu the other night because the lineup they had against Baltimore, they had um and they had just signed Lowe,
Mhm.
Nathaniel Lowe for so he's which I still think that Cora was given an FU to the front office because he had Lowe, who's a legit first baseman. He's won a gold glove at first base. They had him DHing and kept Toro in at first base,
Well, is it that Cora
which
doesn't
Toro got released also.
is it that Cora wants to throw up the middle finger at management, or is he just a terrible manager? What's the
I
what's
don't
the
know. I
verdict?
think it was almost like, hey, these are the guys you give me to play. This is what I got to play with. So, and
Right.
he had Yoshida in left, and Anthony was on right. But now it makes sense now that they put Abreu on the IL. So maybe the outfield they had to play like that because Abreu was already hurt.
That was kind of like that scene in Moneyball. Have you seen that movie? Moneyball?
Yes. Oh yeah.
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 Remember that scene where he's talking and he says, "Well, this is who they gave us, so we're putting them out there."
Yeah. I think
It's
every time I say that, that's what I think about that movie. That part.
I love that movie. That
Yeah.
I just watched that movie recently. I hadn't seen it in a long
Yeah.
time, but it's a really good movie. All right, so
The movie that basically the theory that ruined baseball.
in your mind, in your mind,
Well, so it okay, talk Joey and Leslie, the owners of the company, their daughter Danielle, who was on the show that one week that
yep.
we had Joey, Danielle, JoJo, and Leslie on. So Danielle's fiance, who works at at AAA right now, because the last two seasons he worked for the Philadelphia Phillies
Oh, that's
AAA
cool.
team.
All right.
He does analytics.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
so
Oh, so he
I
hates you then.
I talk with so I mistakenly said
Oh
they were
no.
trying to show me like some of the stuff that he does and I like just being an idiot off the top like analytics the reason that they're ruining baseball but I've talked to him like I talk a lot of baseball with him like we sometimes we have to go pick up vehicles and stuff
Yeah.
so I
Yeah. Yeah.
talk to him and I appreciate what he does like I understand and he worked for the Phillies so Dave Dombrowski is someone that uses the analytics but he also uses scouts like the old school scouts and use them both together and he's probably the best general manager or whatever they call him now. I don't know if he's like
President of baseball
Breslow's
operations or
like
whatever.
the chief baseball officer, so I don't know
Yeah. Yeah.
what their type, but basically the general manager of the Phillies. He he uses a mix of things, and I think the Red Sox they go more to the analytics side and not because actually, so something happened uh Tuesday night in that game against Baltimore in the extra innings. They had a guy on second. They bunted him over.
Yep.
You bunt him over because you're gonna try and score him on a
Right.
sac fly.
Right.
Next batter hits a fly ball to center field. They don't send the guy
Ugh.
because the guy in center field had a plus R, analytics
Right. Right.
plus
Right.
R, and Cora said at the press conference after that they made that decision before the series that they weren't going to run on that. But it's the bottom of the 11th. You're down by 1 run. You need one run
Right.
to at least tie to continue the game.
Roll the
You
dice.
throw exactly,
Yeah.
and it's yeah, frustrating when stuff like
So
that happens, and they don't use situational baseball. They just say that they go 100% with the analytics, and that's what we're doing. That
so what does the fiance think about something like that? Have you talked to him about that?
he oh yeah, he agrees with me as far as like there's a place for it. It's you use the numbers, but you can also you have to like you in that situation. So that's a pressure situation. The
Right.
guys catching the ball and throwing, he may have a great arm, but under the pressure, like, oh, if this guy scores, it's tied, and we gotta, possibly lose the game if they score another run. And he ended up throwing it. He was like 10 feet from home plate that he threw it to. The guy could have walked home and scored.
I mean, obviously not the same situation because it was a much higher stakes game, but like it makes me think about like if they were relying on analytics back when they, pinch run Dave Roberts in that
Right.
game.
Yeah.
It's like, would Tito have sent him, or would he been like, no? Who was behind the plate? Was it Posada
Well,
behind the plate?
Tito's a good he's a guy that is old school, but they
Yeah,
brought analytics to him. So it's like they go over the stuff. You use the tools you're given, and
right.
that's so when I talk to his name's Brian. So when I talk to him, it's like he agrees. It's like use it as a tool, but and also we've talked about when you have guys that can play in Boston like Mookie Betts and
Right.
Bogarts. Why do they don't give that any extra points when they're looking
Hmm.
at evaluating players? It's like they just take the numbers, period. Like you look back, Edgar Renteria back in the day,
Yep.
great shortstop for St. Louis, couldn't play under the pressure in Boston.
Right. Oh,
And
I think that happens all the time to
yeah,
players that come to
it's
Boston.
definitely like they just
100%.
use the number. And I think Breslow is a guy who is 100% by the numbers.
Yeah.
Because there's one player who was killing it for the Phillies is Kyle Schwarber. He doesn't fit any of the analytics, but he's a ball player.
Sometimes you have to
You
use
know?
the eye test a little bit.
Yes, and that's
Yeah.
that's what I think the problem with the Red Sox right now is they don't. They have a binder full of stats and okay, this is this situation, this is what we're doing.
So, in your opinion, while we're on this topic, a manager who relies so heavily like Cora on the analytics versus a guy who might maybe be 50-50 because he's some analytics but some gut, who do you take? Who's your guy?
I would rather the guy that does, which I think Cora can be like that, but I have a feeling that he's getting pressure from up above. Like this
Oh, okay,
is
yeah.
what you have to do
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's such a toss up for
because
me.
he's changed a little bit during the season. Like before, um, probably the last month
Yeah.
when they were in extra innings and they were on the road. They would never try to bunt a guy over and score 1 run. They said
Right.
they went in saying we need to score 2 runs, and they would score zero.
Right.
And then the other team just has to bunt the guy over and sack fly, win the game.
Yeah, that drives me nuts. It's like I said, you got to kind of roll the dice sometimes.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you're not going to play it safe and win, 80 plus games or 100 plus games. It's just not going to happen. You have to
And
take some risks at some point.
I think they were like 0-7.
Oh my
in
God.
that situation, and then they started to change how they
Yeah.
played. It's like,
What do you
yeah.
think? What do you think are their chances tonight? Well, not tonight, but the whole series.
Um, I feel like I th- I feel like a split. Although
A split.
The Yankees have won 5 in a row right now, and they hit 9 home runs last night.
Baseball's such a weird sport too because it was like maybe 3 weeks ago, and Yankees fans were miserable.
Oh yeah,
Like they thought they were a horrible team, and now all of a sudden they've hit a hot
I
streak.
mean, you figure the Yankees in June were 12 and a half ahead of the Red Sox.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. And now well,
Basically equal, right?
they're 1 game ahead, or
Yeah,
two now after last night. I think they're 2 games ahead.
that's nuts.
But it was, earlier in the week they were a game and a half behind the Red Sox.
Right. Well, I think that speaks to the fact that neither team is really that good,
Right.
right?
The
If
American League is not that good. So
right,
that's
right.
if they make the playoffs as a chance. Although Detroit's pretty good, but I still think they have their flaws also.
I always think if you have a collection of players and you got a couple of guys who are really good players, but you don't have a fully fleshed out team, you're going to get streaky because you'll have a couple of guys who can win you a couple of games. But I just think they don't have a team. They don't have like a full team, either the Yankees or the Red Sox. Personally, that's what I think.
Yeah.
So we shall
But it's
see.
also part of the analytics. It's like when you used to look at lineups and they have the lineups and their batting average next to their name, like
Right.
you would have 3 or 4 guys batting over 300.
Sure.
Now you're lucky to have one guy batting over 300 because they don't care about batting average.
Right.
They just care about you
On
know
base percentage, right?
no, they just care about bat speed and
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
launch angle and all that stuff. They want a guy who it's and that's the other thing in the situational parts of the game. If you're down 4 or 5 runs, you if a guy hits a solo home run, it's not a like you need guys to get on base
That's
to
right.
have the 3-run home run.
Yeah,
And
yeah, 100%.
just trying to swing for the fences every time, it drives me nuts.
Yeah. Before we get off the Red Sox, I want to ask you. Somebody brought this up. I was listening to another show, and somebody was okay, Brady got the statue, and people are talking that Poppy should get the next statue. What do you think about that?
I Yeah, I could definitely he deserves it.
You think so?
Yeah.
He of all the guys that were on those World Series teams,
Yeah.
you think he's the
Because
guy?
I think he won. Is he on all 4 teams that won? At least
Uh,
3 of them he
I
was.
think he might not have been on that last one. I can't remember.
I'm gonna do.
Um,
I know we don't like to do this, but I'm gonna do a little
no, it's all right.
research.
Whatever. I mean, listen, I would never argue that he shouldn't get a statue. I think the guy, I mean, one of the most clutch players in Boston history, certainly in Red Sox history, let alone all four major sports.
Oh, he
So,
has 3. He wasn't on that 2018 team.
oh, okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, he
Yeah.
didn't. Um, I don't know. I was thinking him or Pedro. I mean, Pedro was sort of like the Boston athlete for a while, right? Or the Boston pitcher for a while.
Yeah.
Um, and then I thought Schilling could be interesting, but Schilling's very controversial these days for whatever reason.
Yeah, no, he
I,
would never. No, I think because he has the 3 championships, that would
yeah,
be, and the stuff he did in the Yankee series
unbelievable.
in '04, just for that stuff was just unbelievable. He took the team on his back.
I could watch that 30 for 30 like literally every once a week. I
It's
could
like
still watch it.
you know what happens, and it's still like,
That's right. It's still amazing.
yeah,
Well, hopefully Poppy gets a statue. I also think at some point Bird will get a statue, but I think knowing how Larry Bird is, he'd probably get it after he dies because he probably doesn't want it right now.
yeah.
But we shall see. All right. Patriots. Patriots are on tonight against the Giants. So we touched on that a little bit. What did you think about their performance in Mini last week?
So I think Drake May was a little off. I mean, they only played. I think he played two series, maybe three. He
Yeah.
started off. He almost got picked off on his second pass, but the defender dropped the ball. His passes were a little high. So May, hopefully he's just trying stuff out. Maybe. The line's not great for him, so that's the other thing. But Travion Henderson, oh my God, he
Unbelievable.
is a stud.
Yep.
It
That was a steal, man. That was a steal.
there's people nationally, not just local guys, nationally saying that that might have been the steal of the draft.
Yep. No question. No question about it. There was I heard a comparison made to Nick Chubb. I don't know if I see that as much, but either way, I think he's going to be the the reason that we. I mean, I think Drake May will come into his own
Yeah,
personally, um, and I think the preseason is tough to judge these guys. Like you said, he's only in there for a couple of
yeah,
series. He, they probably haven't opened up the playbook at all. Really, I mean, it's probably a very thin playbook. So it's hard to judge, but I think if they have this kind of running game consistently all season long, I'm not going to say they'll be tough to beat. I'm sure there'll be teams that can beat them,
yeah.
but I wouldn't be surprised if they were in the playoffs. I really wouldn't.
Yeah, they're probably going to be run heavy with their defense is decent. I don't
Right.
know how good. They're definitely improved from last year. I want to say they're top echelon in the league. And plus they have their strength of schedule
Yeah.
is supposedly the easiest compared to people's records last year. But teams have upgraded but they have a pretty easy schedule either way.
Hmm.
They improved their defense, and I think um Josh Allen and I think that might be it for like elite quarterbacks they play against this year.
Hmm. Think
They
so?
they got Geno Smith with the Raiders. Two is good, not elite.
Well, yeah, and who
Um,
knows if he's got not to be, you
right.
know,
Concussion. I
yeah,
mean,
who
the
knows if he's out.
Jets have Fields.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think so
I
they're
the
playing.
Jets never scare me. I don't care who they have at
Yeah.
quarterback.
Yeah.
Like literally never scare me.
So I think their defense, they really don't have. I'm gonna look up their schedule to see for sure,
Hmm.
but I don't think they have a lot of elite. Oh yeah, so they got the Panthers, who Bryce Young,
Yeah.
nothing great. The Saints, I think they're going with Rattler down there.
Whoever the hell that
Titans,
is.
so Titans have a rookie quarterback, Cam Ward, I believe
Yeah.
that's his name.
Yeah.
The Browns have Flacco. The Falcons have Penix Jr., second year quarterback like we have. So Baker Mayfield, he's top end quarterback.
Yeah.
Uh Burrow.
Yeah. He'll be an MVP candidate.
Yeah, so it's Burrow, Baker Mayfield, and
We
Josh
don't play the
Allen two
Chiefs at
games.
all this year.
No.
Wow, that's amazing. Well,
So
that's what
quarterback
happens when you
wise, they
suck.
don't have, they don't if our defense is as good as we think it's gonna be,
Yeah.
they don't have tough quarterbacks to go against.
Right. Who do you think are there any it's hard to say because they've only played two preseason games, but are there any surprise cuts you think that will come towards the end that we may not be seeing
Well,
or
so
expecting?
one that we were expecting just got put on the IR.
Pu-
He
Yeah,
won't be cut, Polk. So that
right.
um I think Kendrick Bourne might not make the team.
Interesting. Somebody's got to pick
Um
him up, right?
I mean, his contract with. I mean, if we cut him, then his contract won't be for the
Right.
for someone else. Yeah, so they could probably get him cheap. But
Yeah.
um, Duggar doesn't look like he's gonna make the team. And
That's so
Jennings,
shocking to me.
yeah, they're shopping both Jennings and Duggar.
You know, God, the guy's name is escaping me, but last year they had a guy, God, I can't, the guy with the red sleeves. What the hell was his
Oh,
name?
Judon, he just signed with the
Judon. Yeah.
Dolphins. He just signed with the
He,
Dolphins.
I mean, everybody was shocked that they let, I mean, well, a lot of people were shocked,
Yeah,
I will say.
and he didn't do anything with Atlanta, and they cut him, and he
Yeah.
just signed with Miami today or yesterday.
Isn't it amazing? Like these guys, like, I mean, he seemed
Oh
in
yeah,
a,
he's a
like, he was
beast.
unstoppable.
Yeah,
Yeah. And then all of a sudden he just falls off. Now, I mean, that probably talks to the wear and tear on their bodies and all
yeah,
that stuff too. But I kind of miss him. I liked seeing those red sleeves and him
yeah.
flying off the edge. All right. Prediction for tonight, the Pats Giants. I mean, again, it's preseason.
So gotta look at
The Giants are 2-0 too, by the way.
yeah. Um, Tell you,
But
their quarterback, their Jackson Dart has looked really good. So
yeah.
that if they start Russell Wilson, he'll play a series or two, and Jackson Dart's gonna get the bulk of the playing time. So I think I'll say the Giants because they'll have a guy that's gonna be better than
Hmm.
Dobbs or what's the other guy, the third string guy we have, Woolridge or something like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do
So
you think
I'll say the Giants win 28-24 Giants.
28-24? Okay. Um well, just because I can't pick against the Patriots. I just can't do it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say Patriots 21, 24, Giants 17. I think that's what I'm gonna go with. 24-17. We'll see what they do. I mean, listen, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it doesn't
Um,
matter.
but
Unless you're betting on it, which I don't unless you're like doing prop bets or something like that, but if you're betting win or lose in the
yeah,
preseason,
in the preseason,
you
you
really
have a
have a
problem.
problem.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have a
Yeah.
real problem. It's crazy. It's crazy to me that this is our last preseason game. I feel like the preseason used to drag on. Um, Now they only do 3 games.
Yep.
Get in, get out, get on with your life, and
And it's
start with the commit.
the season starts 2 weeks from today.
I know, which is so annoying. So we missed. So we're gonna. Are there more preseason games next weekend? Is it? Oh no, it's probably
No,
because it's.
yeah, they'll all finish. Um, I'm assuming I don't know if there's a Monday night game, but I would say Monday night, if there's a game, will be the last game.
Oh, I have to get on our fantasy too. When is our fantasy draft?
The
I gotta look at it.
31st, I think.
12 days. It says. Oh, it's September 3rd.
Oh, the third. Yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah, we're gonna do a show and then draft after the show.
Right, right, right. Oh, well, I mean, I'm like the New York Jets of our fantasy football league. So, so you can count on me having a lot of optimism at the start of the season, and then like 2 weeks in, I'm like, well, I suck. So, um, but that'll be fun. I'm looking forward to that. All right, let's see. Oh, let's. Anything else on the Pats before we move on?
No, let's just hope everyone stays healthy and
Yeah. So some bizarre and unusual news for the Celtics. I do want to talk about Al Horford after this, but Jalen Brown's dad is being accused of attempted murder in a when he was in some sort of dispute in a parking lot and stabbed somebody allegedly. Um, any thoughts on this?
so the first thing I thought of was, so does Jalen Brown even have a relationship with his dad?
Right, I wasn't sure about that either.
Because it's like this could be just be like, oh, it's
No big deal.
Jalen Brown's dad, so that's going to be the headlines. But
Right.
Like, is it, some of these guys, they don't have anything to do with their fathers, and
Right.
um, they're just saying it because it is his dad, but he may not have anything to do with them. So
Yeah, I
I,
don't know. It doesn't. I'm just looking through it. I think
like,
it's
I don't
probably
remember, like, Al Horford. You would see his dad at the game.
right, 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 right.
Jalen
And
Brown's mom is at the game. He does.
grandma is at the
Yeah, yeah,
game, and his dad's not there. Yeah, so it probably is just he has the same last name. I mean, which
yeah,
is sad. I mean, that's
yeah,
sad in and of
yeah.
itself. So, um, Al Horford, what is happening with this?
I don't.
Every single day I get on online and there is a breaking news banner. Now, a lot of this is probably AI slop, but like
Yeah, you
there's a
have to.
breaking.
You
You
have
have to
to
take it with a grain of salt.
check who the, because that happens to me all the time. I see the stuff on Instagram. I'm like, oh my god, and like I gotta check the source. It's like sports fakes. I'm like, okay,
Right.
you got me. So it's until I see something from NBA, ESPN, like
Right.
and also I get stuff from, basically it's the Canadian ESPN because of the Canadian. I follow the Canadians, so I get
Oh yeah,
their
yeah.
their sports center stuff. So I know anything from those places is real. Other stuff, it's like just people throwing out rumors. So
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean,
even
that the last I had seen was from Shams, which is a legit person, and he was, but this was like a month ago. Said that he was
right.
ready to sign with Golden State.
So that's all I hear is that he's
Yeah,
planning on signing with Golden State. But it's like, what's the holdup? Like, first of all, one thing I did hear. Now I don't know if this is true, but one thing I heard is that he potentially could get a deal that's a year-long deal, like with a player option, and then he could opt out of it and come back to the Celtics the following year. I think that's a pipe dream, personally. I don't think that's how that stuff works. I
you
think
get,
once he's gone, he's gone.
yeah, he's
Um, he's in his almost 40,
yeah,
right?
he's. Why wouldn't you want to retire? Like
I know you got
it's
your championship. Like,
yeah,
just retire. You got to move your family across the country.
right.
Like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. They probably live in Atlanta. They probably don't live in Boston, but um,
I don't know. He was in Boston before he went to Atlanta. He was only in Atlanta for, I think, 1 or 2 seasons.
no, no, no. He started in Atlanta. Started in Atlanta,
Oh, he went to
came to
Philly, right?
Boston, went to
Philly,
Philly,
Philly. That's right. Yeah, yeah,
then came back to. Well, then he had
yeah,
another stint at Oklahoma, OKC,
yeah,
and then he came back to Boston. I don't know. I know it's such a long shot, but I just have this like dream that he is going to come back. Like I know he's not going to get paid a lot of money. They want to stay under the apron. I would just love to see him come back and just be the guy that plays 10, 15 minutes a night and is mentoring like Kada and some of these younger guys who they have on the roster now. That would be, I mean, that would be his contribution to Banner 19, don't you think?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, we shall see. The other thing I forgot to mention when we are talking about the Patriots too is that Gronk signed and I don't know, I think this is true. He signed a 1 year contract, a
yeah.
1 day
That's,
contract to retire with the
I
Patriots.
heard he wants to. I
Oh,
definitely. So I listened to this sports talk all day, and my wife listens to it, and nothing came up like official from any of
okay.
those outlets. So I don't think. I think it's.
Oh, it says NewEnglandPatriots.com says teases ceremonial
Yeah,
signing.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
All right. So it'll happen. I'm sure it'll happen, which would be very exciting. I hope that happens. Um, any outside shot that he gets a statue next to Brady?
no.
No.
The only one that's possible would be Belichick,
Yeah.
and even that I think is a long shot. The way that
Their
everything,
relationship is.
yeah,
Yeah.
the way it fell apart at the end.
Yeah, I agree. All right. Next up, we're talking Little League World Series. Now, do you watch any of the Little League World Series?
Um, not anymore.
Okay. I am so Milford, the town that I live in,
Yeah,
is a ridiculously good softball town. So we've been in the softball World Series like 5 years in a row. This year we missed it, but before that it was like 5 years in a row. And so I got into it because my kids are that age, and so I was watching it a little bit, and I'm like, it feels weird to have seventh, eighth, ninth grade kids on ESPN, and they're like treating them like professionals, right? Like they do, like the
Yeah.
pitcher comes off the mound and they're interviewing the kid, and the kid's like super awkward because he's a teenager, and um, so it's just I never really got into it. But the reason I'm bringing it up this year is because the town, two towns over from us, is in the Little League World Series U.S. Championship. So the and this one kid who's their pitcher is unbelievable. He threw a one hitter. He's thrown a bunch of shutouts in the tournament, so he's really really good. They don't have an opponent yet, but they do play. Let's see, when do they play? They play on Saturday, and then if they win that, they play the winner of Asia Pacific and the Caribbean for like the World Series
Yeah.
in Williamsport. The one thing that's weird is I was looking at the region that Fairfield, Connecticut represents is the metro region, which I don't know what the hell that means. But there's another team from New England, which is from Braintree, Mass, and they're
Yeah.
they represent New
Yeah.
England. I don't get it.
Right. So they must not include
Connecticut and New England?
Maybe Connecticut's with New York.
Oh, maybe, which is really weird. It's
Yeah.
possible. Maybe New York and New Jersey. Let's
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
I
So
don't.
I used to watch it all the time. Then,
Yeah.
so we're both from Chelmsford, Mass.
Yep.
Chelmsford, Mass is not in Little League anymore.
Oh, really?
They're Cal Ripken.
Oh.
And so the guy who runs it for Chelmsford, I know him. I've known him for a long time. His dad was my coach in Little League.
No
And
way.
his dad used to run the league, and then he took it over. They went to Cal Ripken because Little League, the organization Little League, they make you do all this stuff that you have to pay like certain things, and so
Yeah.
they got out of it, and they actually this year they hit, the 110 fields. You,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, they hosted the Northeast regional for the Cal Ripken this year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
They've done
That's
it a couple
cool.
times. They're pretty big into it. But that's
Yeah.
when I found out all that stuff about the Little League, then I got a bitter taste in my mouth. I'm like, I'll if it's on, like if there's nothing else on, I'll definitely watch it because I'm just, if anything sports, I'll pretty much watch it. And also I have a bitter taste in my mouth with ESPN nowadays too. So
Oh, you do? Why?
yeah, just it's the way if you watch every show on their station and all the commentators on all the sport except for football. Football's probably the one they kind of have stayed traditional, but they're
Mhm.
force feeding people into spots that I don't think are good enough to be in those spots. Like
Okay.
I know you and I have this I don't like WNBA, and it has nothing to do with women's sports. It has nothing. It's I don't like it.
Okay.
But
Yeah. All right.
I can see, and especially if having daughters, I can definitely see getting into it more. I don't
Yeah.
have a daughter, so I could see if I had a daughter and she was playing basketball, then I could see myself getting into it more.
Hmm.
But I don't like when with the Sunday night baseball. I used to love Sunday night baseball on ESPN, and then they forced in a female commentator, and she was horrible. And it's like, don't give me someone that's good. Like we there's a local station, NBC Sports Boston, that the Celtics are on.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
They have a show that's on at 6 o'clock, um, called First Edition,
Oh, yeah.
and Trenny. Now it's Trenny Casey. She used to have a different. She just got married a few years ago.
Yeah.
Uh, she's awesome. She used to actually be on. I can't remember if it was EEI or 98.5. She was on one of the shows as a regular, and she's awesome. Like
Mm.
I have no problem with women being in. She's really good. And then, but I don't want to be force fed that they're like forcing you to watch someone and they're not good. Like they do they did a all women's broadcast for the Celtics,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
and I I put the radio on because
yeah.
they weren't even paying attention to the game. They just kept talking to each other, and then it's like, okay, what's going on here?
I remember that, and I felt the same way because I love Jackie McMullen. I think Jackie McMullen's amazing.
So she was on last year, and
Yeah.
she was excellent. She's awesome. I
Oh, was she not on this year? Was that?
No, it was a
Oh, okay. All
different
right.
three
I must
people
have
that
missed
it
it
was
this year.
Abby Chin and two girls. I think one was a retired WNBA
Oh yeah,
player,
yeah.
and I don't know who the third person was, but and they weren't paying attention to the game. They weren't talking about they were just talking about female sports the whole time. I'm like, okay, you're here to like show me what you got.
Like sprinkle it in, right?
Yeah.
Like
Like
show talk about the
I
game,
think
but sprinkle it in. Yeah.
I think Doris can be hard to take sometimes, but I think she's good at her job.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh, it's like I can appreciate. I just want good people. I don't need
Right.
to be forced. Okay, we have cause it was I think she was a former softball player, the girl that they threw in the Sunday Night Baseball,
Okay.
and she was very awkward. Like they were just throwing in there because she was a female.
Is she on there regularly, or was it just an one
No,
night? Or
it was she was I think when she first started it was A-Rod, her, and I don't remember, maybe Carl Ravitch was
okay.
the other guy, and it's like, okay, I
Let's
don't,
be honest though, A
it's
Rod
not,
is no
oh,
home
he's
run.
horrible too. Oh, they killed it.
Yeah, yeah,
Like I
yeah.
thought it was bad back in the day, like Joe Morgan. I
Oh no,
had
he
a
was
hard
good. I liked him.
but he would aggravate me sometimes. And I was
Okay.
like, I would love to listen to him now. I'm like, they've killed it. Sunday Night Baseball was like my favorite. ESPN was my favorite. Speaking of ESPN, did you see so now that ESPN bought the NFL network,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Rich Eisen did a sports center the other
Yeah,
night.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah. That
did you
was
send
awesome.
that or did Corey
I
the
don't think it
when he,
was me that sent it, but I did
so
see it. It was awesome.
and he was like paying
Choking up
tribute
about it.
to
Yeah,
Stuart Scott. I was
yeah.
like, I remember back, late 80s, 90s, that Sunday night Sports Center
Oh
was
yeah,
the thing to watch.
yeah.
And
Well, and that was the only thing on, right? That was the only. You
yeah,
didn't even have
no,
these
but
a lot of
it
these
wasn't,
regional sports networks.
but it wasn't it was entertaining.
Yeah. Oh, I
Wasn't
agree.
just about the sports. They were very good at what they did. Berman was
Yeah.
very good at what he did. All those guys from the original ESPN, Rich Eisen, Stuart Scott, um, John Saunders, I think, was one
Oh
of
yeah.
them.
Yep. Yeah.
Those original ESPN anchors they they wrote all their stuff. They they made those catchy lines themselves, and I thought they were phenomenal. And it was for me and my wife. Like my wife's a huge sports fan, so
Yeah.
we would watch back when we started dating. We would always watch the Sunday Night Sports Center.
Yeah. There was nothing like it, and they. I agree with you that they like. I'm not as anti. I'm not saying I shouldn't say you're anti women. You're not anti women.
No,
I'm not as like I don't feel as strongly as you do about that about the commentators. But what does bug me is all the bells and whistles that they've now added because they think that's what people want. What they really want is to be entertained. Like I don't need
right.
you to be standing in front of a 40-foot screen to talk to somebody from 300 miles away. I'd prefer that you have some catchy one-liners and you show me the highlights. Like that's
Yeah.
what I would prefer. I totally agree with you on that.
It's like
Um,
almost every show that they have it's like they put in a female on the show.
yeah,
Every show they have, and it's some of them are good, some of them are really bad. Like so Good Morning Football has she used to be Jamie Erdell. I think that's her last name. She used to actually be on Nesson or
NBC
NBC
Sports Boston.
Sports. Yeah, she started it. I feel like it was Nesson, and she's really good. I can sit there and watch that show. It doesn't like it. You just
Doesn't
want to
feel
sit.
forced.
Yeah, it.
Yeah.
You want to sit there and just enjoy the show and listen to people talk about sports.
Right.
And it's and then you have which I understand why they do it. You have some of the females that they feel like, okay, they're being judged, which they are. It's not easy, but they like go over the top with like stats.
Mm.
Like, okay, you did your homework. You just I want to talk about the game. I want to learn it. And the reason why you have ex players on there is because they played and they can tell you,
Give you insight.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Where do you land on Mina Kimes?
I don't know the name. What's
She does the NFL, a bunch of the NFL stuff. I can't remember is it NFL Live? I think she does
on on
on
NFL
ESPN.
Network on
No, on
ESPN? See,
ESPN. Yeah.
I don't watch. I
Oh, you don't even
watch.
watch that
I
much?
watch very little ESPN. Like I'll
Oh,
get clips
interesting.
of Stephen A. Smith. That's about it. On
Yeah,
like
yeah.
unless it's the Patriots are on Sunday Night Football or
Right.
whatever they maybe they have Monday. I can't remember who has
Monday.
what
Yeah, yeah.
anymore. But
I know.
if my team's playing, I'll watch it. If like I used to watch Sunday Night Baseball no matter who was playing. I watch because
Oh, wow.
I love baseball.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
would
yeah.
watch no matter what, and it's got to the point where I can't even watch. I'll put the sound down if the Red Sox are like so Sunday night the Red Sox are playing the Yankees on
On
ESPN,
ESPN. Yeah.
and I won't want to listen to their broadcast. I do
All
love
right.
that. Love what they did with that Apple TV baseball when they were on. You had the option.
I don't have Apple
I don't.
TV.
So Friday nights, which thank God they're getting rid of it. So after this season, they're done. The Friday night baseball, Apple TV. So you, which if your local team is playing on one of these streaming things, you should still be able to get it without having to get the
Oh, yeah.
stream.
Totally agree.
So, but baseball has it when it's on Apple TV. That's the only way you can get it. When it's on the Roku channel, that's the only way you can get it. So Apple
Yeah.
TV, at least you have an option. You can go in and you can pick the radio broadcast.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, Timmy, we were watching the game, and Timmy's like, "Oh, you could get WEEI." I'm like, "Really?" I'm like, I'm looking all over. I'm like, I found it. It was great. It was a night that Sean McDonough was doing the game too, so
Oh, that's
it was
amazing.
awesome. It was a tick off. Like you'd
Yeah,
see
yeah,
them,
yeah.
you'd see them hit the ball, and you'd hear it like a second later.
Right.
But it was so much better. That I wish like if they could give that option for everything, it'd be great.
League
Like I would love to
Pass.
listen to Zoe and Susie for the Patriots game, like watching on TV
Oh, yeah.
instead of the national broadcasters.
I thought Zoe and the McCourty brothers were good. I thought they did
Yeah,
a
they
nice job.
oh yeah, those guys are really good.
Yeah.
One of one of them, I don't think I think it's Jason McCourty does. He's
I think he's
on.
the NFL network, right?
Oh, is he NFL? So then
Well, one of
it's
them is on the NFL
yeah,
network.
one and
Yeah.
another one is on either Fox or
Oh, okay.
ABC. Like he does a week. He's a weekly um
Guest.
color guy
Oh,
on
okay.
no he the broadcast on the broadcast.
Yeah,
He's on the
they're good,
broadcast.
man. I think they're
They are.
really good. I
Yep.
always enjoy listening to them. Um, all right, last thing, Rubber Shoes, and this is the important one that I wanted to get in. So, you could just sit there and stare at the camera if you want, but um big night for UConn's own Paige Beckers. Buckets Beckers had 44 points, tied a WNBA rookie record against the LA Sparks. Unfortunately, 44 points was not enough because they got beat on a last second buzzer beater by Kelsey Plum. But Paige Beckers definitely rookie of the year this year. I mean, not definitively, but I think last night's game really sealed it. And her team stinks, but I think they'll get better. They need a new coach. They've got a couple of pieces. They need to get better in the
She's
draft.
on Dallas, right?
She's
Dallas
on
Twins.
Dallas. Yeah. But here in Connecticut, we love her. We don't care if they win or lose. I mean,
Yeah.
we just love watching her play. So big night for her. And I'm sure we'll have I think there's like 2 or 3 more weeks left in the WNBA season. So plenty more where that came from.
So what are you gonna do when there's no Connecticut team and there's no Boston team? Your
I
closest team.
know. If they take them to Houston, I'm gonna be so pissed because we've loved having them here. I mean, it's fun to go to a game. It's not super expensive. Mohegan's a cool place to go. There's good places to eat, and it's a lot of fun going to see the games. I'm gonna be disappointed if they go to Boston. I would be fine with that. But
The Milwaukee owner wants to move them to Hartford,
to
right?
Hartford, yeah.
But the
WNBA
WNBA wants the Houston owner to
right
move to
exactly.
Houston.
So I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm sure we'll know in the next few months. As soon as the season ends, I'm sure something will come out. They're definitely going to be in Connecticut next year, so at least we get them one more year. And then if they move to Boston,
I mean,
it does.
I love the Hartford Whalers.
You would be. I don't know how often you come to Connecticut. Probably not that often, but like Hartford Whalers stuff is everywhere.
Yeah,
everywhere. People loved them. People and people still bemoan the fact that they're not here anymore. So it's just Connecticut's just not a big enough state to support a professional team. It really isn't.
and it's in the middle where you
right.
got New York and Boston on each side of you, drawing away from
Exactly.
it. So I understand
tough.
it, but it was such a great franchise.
They were. Now we have the I can't remember the name of it's like a minor league hockey team.
Is it the Wolfpack?
Wolfpack, that's it. Wolfpack, the Hartford Wolfpack, yeah. Which I've heard are really fun games to go to, but I have never been to one. So we shall see. Anyways, Rubber Shoes, it's been good, man. I think some of the crew will be back next week. Lots of vacations, lots of people work stuff. Everybody will be back, I think next week.
Everyone, yeah.
We'll have to do our Patriots picks in the week off, and then season picks. And when everybody's back in the building. I don't think we've ever had a show where we did 5 people.
I have it scheduled for next Tuesday. I think Timmy had thrown it out already.
Okay. All right. So we may be back next Tuesday. So that sounds probable. That we'll be back next Tuesday at 5:00. Thanks to our friends Joe and Leslie at AAA Work Trucks for sponsoring the show. And Rubber Shoes, enjoy your crowded schedule tonight, and we'll catch you next week.
All right. Good talking with you.